Thanks for listening to our daily devotional. The lesson today is, do I need a foundation inspection? I can look around my house and I might see something that causes concern. A little crack in the ceiling there, and maybe a crack in the wall, the doors don't fit. You ever seen those commercials? They tell you you need to inspect your home, go out and inspect because your foundation may be bad. Well, we realize that, the house at which we live, it's pretty big expense. Something ought to be valuable to us. We need to take care of it. We need to make periodic inspections. In our life, spiritually, we have something much more valuable than anything on this earth. It's what the Lord taught in Matthew, the 6th chapter, that these things, we don't look and serve mammon, the things of this world, but we seek God, his kingdom first, Matthew 6 and verse 33. And in our reading yesterday, we saw that lesson, but if you go down to chapter 7 in the book of Matthew, you find here where the Lord talks about the foundations upon which we build, or rather, singular foundation. In chapter 7 and verse 24, he says, "Whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him to a wise man which built his house upon a rock. The rain descended, the floods came, the winds blew, beat upon that house, fell not, for it is founded upon a rock. Everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. The rains descended, the flood came, the winds blew, beat upon his house, it fell. Great was the fall of it." So many times we look and we get complacent. We don't notice the danger signs around us. We don't notice that the things we do and teach aren't in accord with the Word of God. You see, it takes effort. Again, yesterday in our reading in Matthew 7, you go up a few verses. There are only two ways. Here he talks about building upon a rock or sand. Matthew 7, verse 13 and 14, he talks about a narrow way and a broad way. Well, the narrow way, which you could parallel with building upon the rock, he says, few there be that find it. You see, they don't make the inspections. They don't look, don't examine. I need to take time to look at my life. The way of salvation I followed, is it through Jesus Christ? John 14 and verse 6. In obedience to his will, that's the only way, obedience. Some people think, well, that's legalism. God says it's love in John 14 and verse 15, and it is the only way of salvation, Hebrews 5 and verse 9. So I look and I render obedience in being baptized for the remission of sins, Acts 2 and verse 38. I need to put that old man of sin to death and rise to walk in the newness of life. And that occurs again, Romans 6, whenever I'm baptized into Christ, into his death. And then each day of my life, do I examine, do I look at the foundation upon which I am walking? I need to walk in the light as he is in the light, 1 John 1 and verse 5. Without that, I have no fellowship with him. The way I worship, the way my family's ordered, everything about it. What foundation am I building on? Sometimes we get excited as we teach our children little songs. Wise man built his house upon the rock. Well, it's a nice song, teaches a great lesson. Am I living the lesson? It's more than just a little song. According to Matthew, the 7th chapter, verse 24 through 27, it's the way of life, and eternity is in the balance. I hope that you have a great day, and you and I will if we take time to have a foundation inspection and make the repairs, the corrections that are needed. Thank you for listening. Thank you again for joining us in this Bible study. We remind you, if you'd like to follow along in our daily Bible reading, the link below in the description of this video will give you the PDF so you can read right along with us. If you have any other questions or if you'd like information on a Bible study, contact us with the information provided on the screen before you.